Good evening, and welcome to another exciting adventure of the Batman Superman Adventures. I'm your host, Batman.
Here you go.
Yes. Joining me tonight is Melissa and Amy Lester.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Bat fans.
Also joining me is Marania.
Hello, everyone.
Linking us up to the JLA satellite is the Christmas tree behind us.
Yes, indeed. Keeping us all connected.
Yep.
Yes. With that being said, I'm going to share my screen. We'll get this going.
Please do.
And away we go.
Ooh.
The Batman Adventures!
Wee.
Yay.
The scaffolding, or the...
Bloodhaven, the current home of ex-mayor of Gotham City.
Gotham City?
Gotham
City! Hamilton Hill. A year since he lost the election to Oswald Cobblepot. As mayor of Gotham, he faced nuclear blackmail murder plots by the Joker, Clock King, and Two-Face, and a budget crisis every summer for 6 years straight. Or 6 straight years. You've heard it both ways. But he slept like a baby through 2 terms. That's right, he's old. He slept a lot. Since retiring here to Bloodhaven, Hamilton Hill has been going to bed early. Gee, what's that like? And staying up all night, tossing and turning. Now that I know. Tonight will be worse than usual.
Yes. I hear you. I consider this rather late. You know, so if there's
Answer the door!
a answer the door. The Riddler.
Yeah.
The dynamic duo. Or the duo dynamic.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, who wrote this?
Well, that would be Ty Templeton.
And who penciled it?
That would be Rick Burchett.
And who inked it?
Warren Beatty. I don't know.
I can't remember his first names.
Warren Beatty sounds
And
good.
who did the coloring?
That would be some heroic age.
And who did the lettering?
Someone Paul's man.
Yeah, and who was the assistant editor?
That would be Richards.
And who actually edited this thing?
That would be Hilty.
And
Short for
who's really responsible for this?
RDV.
Yeah, I can say that.
And right
But
now-
really, it's Roy Thomas.
As the Beaver. My word.
Who's Eric?
Down there.
What the paper you dropped?
Tick.
It's a train ticket to Gotham City.
Gotham City.
What?
Cellar.
What? The cellar.
Cellar.
There's no basement in this building, Enigma. I don't.
Time flies.
Hello, I need an ambulance right away.
I feel like that probably should have been like his first step.
You would think.
Yeah, like let's go ahead and maybe help the guy who just passed out.
Is that him talking again still?
Cops.
Or is it the cops?
Yes.
Should let me go. They got him stabilized, so Enigma should live.
Oh, good.
But until he wakes up, we're stumped on his final words. That's pretty standard for him, isn't it, Hamilton? This guy has a thing for riddles. So I've heard, Captain Garrett. We never actually met.
Really?
So how did he end up on my doorstep 100 miles from Gotham City?
Gotham City.
Faith, you got me, lad. Witnesses saw him staggering down the sidewalk tonight. He must have been drunk, but no one saw the attack.
Wait, was he in Gotham City, got stabbed, got on a train, and that can't be right.
Aye, he smashed the window of the jewelry store across the street on the way up here, but the jeweler scared him off. He and other witnesses confirmed that Nigma already had the knife wound by then.
And by knife wound, they mean knife in the back.
The train ticket to Gotham was purchased 3 days back at Simon's Travel. Nicholas Simon is a good and friend.
So Riddler's been in your neighborhood for at least 3 days, checking out your friends.
I'm what?
Ah, you're right. Your and friends. Oh, wow, they need to... sorry. Looks like Nigma was stalking you, Mr. Hill.
Hi, Nightwing! I see you got me message, lad. We could use you on this one.
I'm always here for Bloodhaven, PD, Captain Garrett.
Haven PD.
Oh, I'm always here for Bloodhaven PD, Captain Garrett. I'm like, okay, that was random letters. That's a bunch of letters in a row, you have to admit.
It's okay. It's your first time talking to cops. I should have trained you.
That's right. Normally I just draw shots and draw fire. Oh, I've dealt with the Riddler enough to know the language is highly important to him. Can you remember his words exactly, Mr. Hill?
First, he said, the ticket. Then he pointed down and said, the cellar. When I said the house didn't have a cellar, he said, time flies. Then he passed out. Does that mean anything to you?
Not yet, but it will.
I've got my coffee. I'm happy.
Oh, good. Good.
Is Nigma dead? Who gets his millions?
What? Okay.
Yeah,
Where's Batman? Oh, right.
Yeah, where's Batman?
And he leaves, Nightwing.
Actually, Janice, we have a strong lead, and I'm fairly confident we'll catch whoever did this.
Wait, her name was Janice? We should have used a different voice.
Like Janice?
Like from Friends?
I don't
Oh my
know.
God.
I never watched Friends.
Oh, you missed out.
No, I didn't.
She was like Fran Drescher, but worse.
Oh, dear Lord.
But if your viewers have any information about tonight's attack, we'd appreciate their coming forward.
And if you have any news or information about Janice from Friends, let us know down in the comments. And let Mariah so we can teach Mariah.
No.
Wait, is her dress and her hair color changed between panels?
Slightly.
Oh, sorry. The more witnesses we hear from, the more pieces of the puzzle we get. So if you saw anything or know anyone,
Click.
we're closed. Oh my.
Land Shark.
Kitty Graham.
Nightwing, but you're on the TV, like just now. Taped earlier. Are you Nicole Simon? Yes. Could I have an autograph? No problem. Can I ask you about a ticket you sold? Sign on the white part? Sure. I've just talked to the police about this.
I'm sorry, but this character was designed for Zach. Sign on the white part, wearing a bow tie.
Yeah.
On Thursday, I sold Mr. Nigma a train ticket to Gotham City. The
Gotham
ticket
City?
leaves tomorrow at 10. He paid cash, then we parted ways. Nothing much to tell.
Had Nigma been here before Thursday?
No, he was a new customer.
Could you check? I'd rather be certain.
Oh, I am certain. I keep detailed records in my head. It's quite efficient. So I hear he told one of his famous riddles to the police before he...
Shh. Are we alone tonight?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Oh. Oh, dear. Wait, Mr. Nightwing. Please try not to rearrange anything in there.
Dogs! Batman? What are you doing in Bloodhaven?
Obviously a better job than you. Nick's attack was on the news. I got here as soon as I could. He was working for me.
This is some strange world we lived in. Wait, what?
You! There's 2 fresh bullet holes in your back office wall there. Why?
I got robbed last month. I wasn't that good a shot that night. Let's see if my aim's improved.
I doubt it. You're too jittery.
You broke into my office and messed up my stuff. So I'm counting to 3 before I...
No, Nick, it's okay. Nick, come on. We're leaving. Put down the gun.
I don't need this kind of thing, you know. I'm a travel agent.
Yes, I'm the Easter Bunny.
The ears were a little taller.
That's it. It's time to move.
You should have let me handle that. If he had any information to add to this case, you just scared him off.
The fact that I scared him so quickly is information.
Hey, this isn't Gotham City. People aren't used to you in Bloodhaven.
They seem quite used to Nightwing. How often do you get out they can go on television?
Oh, so you don't approve.
I don't know yet. You didn't answer me. Do you do it a lot?
I have a different style than you, Bruce. It's why I moved to Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven?
It's pronounced blood.
Yeah.
Well, why don't they spell it just... Okay.
Because the 2 dots above means
The
blood.
umlauts.
Oh, the umlauts.
It's like a UE sound. Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven, yeah.
It's blood. It's
Well,
always
it's a
been
bot.
pronounced blood. Watch
Unless
the
you're
series.
actually German. Then it's Blood.
Well, no one cares about the Germans.
Then why the umlauts? Anyway. Haagen-Dazs. Ooh, Haagen-Dazs. I'm not your junior partner anymore. I do things my way. And I'd rather help the citizens than scare them half to death.
Well, first you should learn how to pronounce the name properly.
It's Bloodhaven! Actually, the A is probably different. Anyway, if you want in on this case in my city, that's how we do things.
It's time for Melissa monologue.
My name is Stavros. I am just a jeweler. I was out in back cashing out when I heard a crash noise. A
Crash.
brick window is broken by a man with giant funny cane. Some crime in this neighborhood. Not good. So I take back my property. I push grabbing criminal out the window. He calls me clueless. Then he raises his cane at me like a gun. Nothing comes out but smoke and clicking sounds. Click, click. Then I see blood on my hands. The man, he moves away. And all the people are looking at me. I have his blood on my hands. I washed for 5 minutes before I called the police. I am American citizen for only 5 years. It is not good for me to have blood on hands. I didn't tell police.
Why tell me?
I trust nothing because you're great men on TV news. You see my eyes, and you trust me.
Hmm.
Do you have a cellar here?
Here? No, it's bedrock. This whole street. Can't dig down. Now come. I give you a music box to give to your girlfriend, Catwoman.
What?
Outside now.
I read about you, an errand People's Inquirer. Look, a kitten inside.
Oh, we're not. No. I couldn't. It's cute though.
That's what you get for being a famous crime fighter, dick.
Stavros was trying to distract me and give me a good reason to ignore anything we hear about blood on his hands.
Or the fact that he has a cellar. We ignore nothing.
Okay, there's 6 more key witnesses on the list Garrett gave me. Should we split up?
Either that or we search through every basement in the city.
In the city.
The city. Which would stretch out this investigation ad infinitum. There's at least 1 million buildings with...
Ad infinitum. That's Latin.
Cool. So...
Time flies. Translate to Tempus Fugit in Latin. The Clock King's real name is Temple Fugit. That's close enough for the Riddler.
What about the cellar? Is that where he stabbed the Riddler? Where's he hiding?
Perhaps not cellar, as in basement, dick. But cellar as in vendor. Like the man who sold Nigma that ticket train. Nicholas Simon.
Time to leave. This was the prime location to witness Hale's years of exile and humiliation, but it's clearly time. And all because of the Riddler's obsessive curiosity. What did he care who's mayor of Gotham? And what does Batman care if I try to snuff out one of his nasty playmates? All right. Just this last one, and I have them all. I can't pack the car any more efficiently. Just enough time to leave nothing behind.
Fugit.
What?
Riddler's quiz Kane fires only 2 bullets. You snuck up on Nigma from behind, and he fired wild into your wall after you stabbed him.
He came in to get a refund on the ticket he bought on Thursday, and I found him breaking into my computer files when I stepped out of the room. It was none of his business.
Did he find out you were working for the Penguin?
Boom.
Boom.
The Penguin. You boys haven't got a clue.
Forget the traffic report, Caddy. That was some kind of an explosion. Now there's some guy bolting from the building. I have it. Go lower. Another exclusive on the fly from your eye in the sky.
Vroom. He threw that bomb exactly where he'd feel none of the blast. I'd forgotten how precise Clock King can be.
Where did you park the car?
100 feet south.
I'm driving.
We don't have time for you two.
I know my way around Bloodhaven, Batman, and you don't.
I have GPS. It's a thing.
I don't know if that's a thing yet. Hey, I like the new upholstery.
It's 2005. We have it. Now just drive.
Do-do-do.
What? How did they catch up so quickly? I guess I have to ditch this inefficient junk heap in precisely 95 seconds.
Whoa, Jim, look back there. Is that the Batmobile of Bloodhaven? We should go live with this.
Vroom.
Is he crazy? He drove off the road on purpose.
Just stop the car.
The 105 to Star City is never late, Batman. And that car wreck neatly burns up any evidence you might have found in my computer. Seconds count and you've run out.
I can make that jump.
No, you don't have to.
He's not getting away.
I said no.
Batman. Such a fine example of the importance of timing. Another moment later, and you would have missed this train entirely. Of course, had you managed to be a few moments earlier, you'd probably be getting the better of me now. You might have even caught me. But you see, in another second, French, you'll be
on your way to jail. Thanks for the lift, fellas.
No sweat, Nightwing. We owe you plenty.
You don't need to pull that stunt. I told you, I know how to get around in Bloodhaven. But you just couldn't
Move. Not so fast, Clock King.
Looks like Mr. Simon got caught in the nick of time.
Ooh.
You still haven't got over your puns.
Oh, shush. You love it.
the Bloodhaven PD thinks you. Oh,
It's the
Go ahead,
cop.
go take it.
Oh, you can take it.
you can take
Go
it.
ahead, take it. Go ahead. Oh, it's the
Irish
oh,
cop.
okay.
Oh, Irish cop.
Yeah. The Bloodhaven PD thanks you again, Nightwing. You and your old friend there. It's a tough break that Ligma lost so much blood. Even if he does come out of it, he'll have brain damage or memory loss. And Fugit lawyered up. So we may never find out what made him stab the Riddler.
Enigma was working for me.
So you said. Since when do you partner with your enemies?
I have a different style than you, Nightwing. Enigma was investigating the Penguins' election in Gotham. I know the voting wasn't fair, but I can't prove it. There's no way he got 81 million votes.
Yeah.
The Clock King has had a lifelong hatred of the mayor. Losing an election to the well-known felon like the Penguin would humiliate the Hill and please the Clock King. No end.
Aye, so you think Fugit fixed the last Gotham City vote and Riddler found him out?
But how?
I don't know yet, but I will.
Next issue, you can fight City Hall. But today, you'll have to settle for the backup story.
Yep.
Look at that.
Dick Grayson.
Oh, all right.
That's Nightwing.
It was one of the first outings as Robin, the boy wonder. Batman and I had just defeated a robot dinosaur, and there was only one thought on my mind. Can we keep it?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes. I heard yes. Oh, come on. It'd be great. We could keep it in the cave and...
I said no. Transporting something that large would risk undue attention. To the Batmobile. Now.
But...
We'll talk about it at home.
I bet we could fit it in the trunk.
I bet I can fit you in the trunk.
Well, then can you fit it in the seat? We can take it home?
The hidden display.
I want it.
Shall we do the trick or just let you?
It's the same people from last time. We'll skip it.
Okay.
Except for Dan Slott.
Oh,
No one cares about Dan Slott. Don't
Yeah,
bring it up.
thanks for writing the story, Dan Slat. Oh, wow, look at the car.
It's the old Batmobile.
There's probably Crystal's Gauge anyway.
It's true.
We never did talk about it at home. That's just something grown-ups say. May I be excused?
All right, but straight to bed. Tomorrow we begin your training in Taekwondo.
May I have a word with you, sir? While cleaning Master Dick's room, I noticed that all of his circus posters have been removed.
Yes, Alfred. When he decided to become Robin, we agreed it would be best not to remind people that Bruce Wayne's ward was a trained acrobat.
Understandable, but still a large sacrifice.
No more than I made when I was Dick's age.
I remember, in order to maintain your secret life, you never kept any trophies, never let any others know of your achievements. But Master Dick is different, sir. He grew up in the spotlight of the center ring. He's not you, sir. He needs to shine. Maybe, if he can no longer share his accomplishments with the world, maybe it would be enough if he shared them with us.
We never did speak of the robot dinosaur again. We didn't have to. Holy!
Oh,
Yay! It was just there the next morning. Like magic. Like finding a present under the tree on Christmas morning.
You're late. Let's get started. We'll begin with defensive postures. Attack me.
I have a giant dinosaur, thank you! Hug. We always referred to that part of the cave as the trophy room. But the truth of it was my trophy room. Hiya! Over the years, it became a testament to our victories. And to our legacy.
Mr. Tim, Miss Gordon, it's time. Are you sure about this, Master Dick? Bloodhaven.
I think Gotham's in safe hands. We're practically tripping over each other as it is. It's time I found my own place and got out from under Bruce's shadow. Speaking of which...
All aboard! To Bloodhaven, not Bloodhaven. We're not German.
I'm sure he wishes he could be here, but
Someone has to watch over the city, right?
you would understand. Take care, my boy.
First night on the town, and I've already nabbed my first bad guy. Don't worry, Killer Moth. I'll make sure the museum gets their silk tapestries back. Nice cocoon gun, by the way.
Hey, where are you going with that? That gun cost me $2,000 to build. Stop, thief!
Not one for irony, are you? Yeah, this is going to work out just fine. New city, swanky new headquarters.
Treehouse.
yeah,
That's
kind of.
nice. And with my new trophy, I'm well on my way to... Holy!
Aw.
This will get you started. P.S. You need to pay for the shipping.
That's fair. I saved a lot of money taking the bus. So how did he get it up here? Best not to ask. Chalk it up to magic.
And that's it for this story.
Superman Adventures! Based on animated series. And under enemy fire!
Superman, can you hear me?
No! Maranya!
Oh, is it?
Yes!
Superman, can you hear me? Superman, I'm your physician, Dr. Bernard, Dr. St. Bernard.
Why do you sound that way?
Because
That's
he's...
the way I am.
I thought you had
You've had a
Saul.
nasty shock. How do you feel?
I guess because Superman's waking up.
Well, I guess you're not from Harlem.
Oh, you want me to put some soul into it?
I imagine you sound like you're dead. Like a ton of bricks fell on me.
Yeah. Huh. Actually, Honky, that was last month. This time, it was a handheld rocket launcher.
The War Within, Part 2.
Okay.
Scott McCloud as a writer, Rick Burchett as a penciler, Terry Austin anchor, Marie Severin as a colorist, Lois, but not the Lois, as both Lois as a letter, Maureen McTeague assistant, Mike McCavity as editor, Superman created by Roy Thomas, Under the Skies as Jerry Siegel and Joe Suster.
Like a Scooby-Doo style disguise?
No, don't get up. You need your rest. This deadly Kryptonian virus you contracted will work twice as fast if you continue to go on these foolhardy adventures.
Since I'm going to die anyway, Doctor, I may as well put what time I have left to some good use.
Now, you mustn't give up hope. Like Bob Hope, some very dedicated people are working to find the cure. Admittedly, it's a long shot. There's so much we don't understand about your physiology.
I know everyone is trying, Doctor, and I do appreciate the effort. But as long as people are in danger, I can't turn my back. I just can't do it. Saving lives is my job. It's what gives my life meaning. If I allowed a single life to be lost in the name of my good health, I could never forgive myself. Thanks for the prescription, though, Doctor. I'll be in touch.
Superman, wait, you can't keep going like this, you crazy honky.
I fly all the time, though.
I think this is. I'll just
Do you know who this is?
I'll do it. Nicely done, Doc. Your show of concern sounds genuine.
It was genuine. I wish him no harm.
Well, too bad. Better not get too attached to him, Doc, because if the time comes, it'll be your job to make sure that cure never reaches him. You ready for that?
I don't have much choice, do I?
Well, not if you want to keep your career. Not if you want to stay out of jail or provide for your family. No. My employer did you a big favor putting a lid on that little malpractice. Wait, I don't know. Maybe this isn't Lex. I don't know. But anyway, Bagor! And my employer takes his favorites to be paired. And if the cure does reach you, and you just switch their flask with the one that we gave you, and Superman dies quietly before your eyes. Let's just say. Oh, it's Mercy.
Oh my god! So
There you go, good.
all right, let's
Okay. Well, you better not get too attached to him, Doc, because if the time comes, it'll be your job to make sure that cure never reaches him. You ready for that?
I don't have much choice, do I?
Not if you want to keep your career. Not if you want to stay out of jail or provide for your family. No. My employer did you a big favor putting a lid on that little malpractice trouble that you had 10 years ago. And my employer expects his favors to be repaid. And if the cure does reach you, you just switch their flask with the one we gave you, and Superman dies quietly before your eyes. Let's just say that my employer would consider your debt amply repaid. If not, your secret is out and your career and freedom are history.
I'm sure the good doctor gets the point, Mercy. That will be all.
That's the other guy, the pinstripe guy.
It's Bruno,
Is that the doctor?
the gangster.
Oh, that's oh jeez.
Listen, are you listening to me? This is the chance of a lifetime. What do you think?
I think, Mr. Mannheim, that you are proposing a criminal activity, and I don't want any part of it.
Who are you trying to fool, Luther? You know you're as crooked as any of us. Look, we got some of the best criminal masterminds in the world here. These are our kind of people. We all agreed that if the research team in Pratoslavia finds the cure, we're going to shoot it down. Superman's been a thorn in all our sides long enough. We just thought you might want in on the deal.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
We're bright colors.
Mannheim, you and your criminal friends can scheme all you like to shoot the plane down. But where Superman is concerned, I plan to stay right by his side.
Luther, you are so full of... Oh, I get it. We'll take care of the plane. And you take him out on the home front, just in case. I like it.
Believe what you like. Good day, gentlemen.
Report from Lois Lane, day 38. After 62 hours of non-stop work, Professor Hamilton and his team have finally extracted a large enough sample of the rare element hydronium to begin work on the compound necessary to synthesize what the team hopes will be a cure for the Kryptonian virus. About 2 days will be required to compress the 12 pounds of rock and chemical down to the 2 precious cubic centimeters of antitoxin. It's a delicate operation, and the explosions nearly haven't helped any. UN peacekeeping troops from over 40 nations have gathered at the site to form a protective ring around the team. As hard as we're working to save one life, here at the site, lives are being lost every day in the Proto-Slavian civil war that raged all around us. Everyone is working as hard and as fast as we can, but we know we're running out of time, and the news from home isn't good. Is this still
So
Lois?
yeah.
Okay. Despite his waning strength, Superman once again attempted to stop a jewelry heist by would-be supervillain Stunrunner. The Man of Steel won the day, but not before being jolted into unconsciousness by a massive electrical charge.
I keep telling him to stay out of trouble, but he's the stubbornest patient I ever had. There's a fine line between bravery and foolishness, and Superman has been crossing it far too often. Huh.
This report just in. The research team of Star Labs Professor Emil Hamilton has taken off from Pratoslavia with what they hope will be a cure for the Kryptonian virus. Report from Lois Lane, day 41. The mood here on the plane is one of guarded optimism. None of us knows if the cure will work. All we can do is wait. Many of us haven't slept for days, yet most of us on the plane are still wide awake in nervous anticipation. I gaze out my window at the receding farmlands, the setting sun and the gleaming silver missiles. Yep.
Headed.
Oh, headed towards us.
Can't spell, can't read her own handwriting.
I know, it's tragic. It's such a beautiful country, from above, that is. Missile?
Boom! Friends of Old Marvel.
Yep.
Ugh.
Where am I?
You're on an ambulance headed from Metropolis City Hospital again.
Metropolis City Hospital.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh,
You were another battle within the gang.
Oh, right. The Brinks. Hold up. Guess I couldn't stop that one. Huh.
No, Superman, and the police had a hard time afterwards stopping them from getting to you. We're in a motorcade now, protected by over 25 of Metropolis's finest.
Bagora.
Bagora,
Wait. What's that? I hear something.
just ignore it.
Lois.
Help! Somebody help!
Someone's in trouble.
Superman, for crying out loud, get your white butt back in here.
No. Gotta help. Someone in trouble. Ugh. What?
Good God. Stop the van.
There he goes.
Somebody stop him before he gets killed.
Help!
I'm telling you, lady, if you don't give me the purse, I'm gonna shoot.
Shame on you, boy. Put that gun down.
You think I'm kidding?
Do as she says, son.
Well,
Superman.
get away from me here. Get away from me here. Get away.
Just give me the gun, son. No one has to get hurt. Ah! After the bang. Stupid little shit. I mean,
Get it out of
skin.
here.
Please, you sucker.
What the? Yeah!
Superman, are you? Holy smokes. Your shoulder. You're bleeding. Get him out of here.
Report from Lois Lane, day 41. The plane fell into a violent tailspin as my mind raced. Who shot the missile? Was it the rebels? The government? Some criminal organization who didn't want Superman to live? I'm writing this as we're crashing? What?
Yeah.
Damn those rebels. Long live the Empire.
Whoever it was, it looked like their plan was going to work as the ground grew ever closer. Then our pilot, who ought to get a medal when this is all done, somehow leveled the plane and landed safely, if not too comfortably, in the Protoslavian farmlands, not 10 miles from where we took off. The damage was extraneous, but the briefcase containing the cure was still intact. The team gave it to me for safekeeping while they tried to radio for help. Suddenly, a hail of sniper bullets erupted from nearby. We left the campsite, but not the war zone. Yeah! We all scattered in different directions as we tried desperately to avoid getting caught in the crossfire. Whether other members of the team managed to reunite later, I do not know. But from that moment on, I was on my own. 4 hours I hid in a nearby hen house until I could hear the gunshots recede in the distance. As evening fell, I ventured out into the quiet farmlands. I was alone and scared, and I had no idea which way to go. Behind me, I heard the click of an automatic weapon ready to fire. I turned to see a rebel soldier gesturing angrily at the briefcase. Maybe he thought it was a bomb or money, and I don't know. What I did know was that I was in big trouble, and I didn't speak the language. Please, I'm an American. Do you speak English? Parlez-vous français? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? No luck. So much for my language skills. Suddenly the tall grass parted, and there stood a government soldier, his gun trained on the rebel. Neither of them knew me from Adam, but they sure knew who the enemy was, and I could see that at any moment I might get caught in the crossfire. Still, they hesitated. Really, they were just kids, and every bit as scared as I was. Please, you've got to help. It's for Superman. I have the cure for him in this case. Please, this is bigger than your stupid war. The whole world needs him, and you've got to help me. Then it hit me. I'm a writer by trade, but I've always remembered that sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. As I put my hand on the briefcase again, they suddenly knew who I was and where I was headed and why. Amazingly, both soldiers agreed that the government troops could get me to the civilization faster. 10 minutes later, I found myself in a proto-Slavian government jeep headed down a bumpy road at 80 miles an hour.
Oh, boy.
I can still feel myself shaking. I hadn't read the instructions for the medicine, but I had my fingers crossed. It said, shake well before using. So well. The jeep struck a landmine and turned over, but the crew and I came out with minor bruises at most, and most important, with 100 yards of a major highway. Oh, he's okay. That's good. Hitchhiking my way west, I came at length to a rail station. Superman. Where I was able to hitch a ride on the caboose of a freight train headed over the border, thus avoiding what could have been so much as a day's worth of red tape. My journey was slowed, however, by an infuriatingly slow ferry across some polluted river in the middle of nowhere. Once the other side, I found an expatriate German motorcycle dealer, and my trip kicked into high gear as I made my way into Frankfurt and boarded a supersonic flight to New York, as the last flight to Metropolis had already left. My expense account was bulging at the seams, but I figured Perry would understand. I arrived at JFK International without incident, but then...
I'm sorry, ma'am, but the shuttle flights to Metropolis have left for the evening. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
My heart sank.
The vigil is on outside Metropolis Hospital, as reports tell us that Superman is not expected to survive the evening.
That was all I needed to hear. I ran directly into the Terrence, found the smallest plane I could, and told the pilot my story. In 10 minutes, we were off. The air traffic controllers were screaming bloody murder, but nothing was going to stop us now. As Metropolis came into view, my pilot could see only one good landing strip within city limits. So we took it. We're landing now, straight down Ellsworth Avenue. By the time this sees print, you'll already know it turned out. You'll already know how it turned out. As for me, I've got a taxi to catch.
Doctor, we just heard on the news. Lois Lane is on her way with the cure.
Lois.
Ah, thank you, nurse.
It looks as if you'll be needed after all, Doctor. You know what to do.
The nurse. Did she say Lois was coming? No. Even if this doesn't work, it would be nice to see her again. One more time.
Now, my boy. Let's not get morbid.
You've been very good to me, Doctor, these last few weeks. It feels we've gotten to know each other well. You're a good man. I can tell.
I'm only human. I made a lot of mistakes.
Remember, Doctor, don't get too attached.
We all make mistakes, Doctor. I didn't say you were perfect. I said you were a good man.
I'm sorry. It's hard for us to live up to your standard, Superman.
You're telling me, Doc. I've been fighting to live up to them all my life.
Taxi! Works every time. Driver, if you want to save Superman's life, get to Metropolis Hospital fast.
In this traffic, lady, that's gonna be.
I'll give you $1,000 tip.
All right. Hey,
Honk, honk.
Where is he? Where's Superman?
I'm sorry, miss. Are you a relative or?
I'm Lois Lane. I've got the...
Oh, Miss Lane. Good Lord. Room 204. I'll tell him you're coming.
Hey, Doc, how long is this going to take? We're losing them.
Shush, Jimmy. For great Caesar's ghost, let the man do his job. The hospital lab just delivered this antitoxin so that I can administer the dosage correctly.
Doctor.
As soon as I do the final preparations, we'll be ready to proceed.
I have something to tell you, Doctor.
We'll know if it works in about
Something important. I just thought you'd like to know that even though you can't hear a pin drop in Brazil anymore, I can still hear a cheap earphone across the hospital room.
Oh, are you all right?
Do what you have to, Doctor. I have faith in you.
Look, he's unconscious again.
Doc, what did he say? Is he delirious? You know what you have to do, Doctor. Do it now.
Nurse, maybe? Or...
Yeah.
Doctor, are you ready to proceed? Dr. Bernard, are you ready? Yes, nurse. I'm ready. This will be just a moment.
Now's the time, Doctor. You must switch the flasks now. That's the real compound, Doctor. Don't disobey us. Doctor, you know the consequences. We can see your every move. Stop now while you still have a chance. So, you've decided to play the hero, Doctor? Enjoy it while you can.
Can somebody get that light? Let's let the man sleep.
As of today, Doctor, you are a marked man. Over and out.
Sleep well, my friend. I've always said. There's nothing like a good night's sleep.
Citizens of Metropolis were greeted with good news this morning as the Man of Steel began. What his doctor expects will be a full recovery.
Right through there, Miss Lane.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Superman. It was the high point of my career. Not a bad way to end it, I suppose.
I know these few weeks are going to be hard for you, Doctor. If there's anything I can do,
Anything we can do.
I can do better.
Anything we can do, I can do better.
Ah, thank you all. But I suppose that's a battle I have to fight on my own. I have some old debts to pay.
I understand.
You know, just because you got sick doesn't mean I'm going to let up on you.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Lois. Uh-oh. I just conveniently heard a call for help.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, shouldn't you rest up a while before...
Sorry, Lois. I have a job to do.
What the?
Cha-cha.
What the what? Get that honky back here this instant.
Lois Lane's journal. Last day. We ask a lot from our heroes. We expect our heroes to be strong, brave, infallible, and incorruptible. It's a lot of responsibility to line up to those standards, and not many of them can. Some fall short, and some of the best have fallen the hardest. Some were never heroes at all. Maybe we just thought they were. Maybe they wanted us to think they were. But once in a while, we get lucky. We find a hero who doesn't just live up to the hype, but soars high above it. And boy, did we get lucky with this one.
The end.
The end.
We want to thank you all for being here, especially all of you who are going to watch this on the repeat. And if you haven't already done so, please click like, hit the go to the Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the till, or leave a super chat. All helps out the channel. And if you can, leave a comment and let us know what you thought of this reading and what you'd like to see some more of, or some new comics we haven't read yet.
That's true.
Sweet.
Thank you for watching. Have a good night or a good morning whenever you see this.
Bye.